The gold bulls are not ready to give up yet. Despite the fact that gold had a fairly significant drop this year, it's still holding on to gains of almost 10% year to date. Now that we are in July, what will drive gold prices in the coming weeks? Will we see gold moving higher, or is the worst for gold, silver, and the precious metals market still ahead of us? Let's talk about it. I would like to draw your attention to two major events that are boosting gold prices today. The first one is the fact that the Fed funds rate cut is now fully priced in by the markets. In other words, the markets see a nearly 100% chance of the Fed lowering its benchmark rate by 25 basis points at the July FOMC meeting. Not only that, but the markets are also pricing in a very high probability of another rate cut in September. Remember that each time the Fed cuts rates, it's bullish for gold. The rate cuts make borrowing cheaper and stimulate the economy, which historically boosts gold prices. The second factor that supports gold is geopolitical uncertainty. Geopolitical risks are at an all-time high right now. Just today, China sent 3 nuclear-capable bombers near Taiwan. We know that tensions between the US and China are escalating. There is a war in Ukraine that is not going away anytime soon. And just yesterday, North Korea launched ballistic missiles into the sea off its eastern coast. Of course, gold is considered a safe haven asset. So whenever there is more geopolitical uncertainty and risk, gold tends to go up. In this environment, gold bugs are finding support from 2 key allies: the rate cuts and geopolitical risks. But the question is, how sustainable is this support? How long can gold keep rallying on these 2 factors alone? Well, unfortunately, no one knows. But I would say that as long as the Fed keeps signaling more rate cuts this year, and as long as geopolitical risks remain elevated, gold could continue moving higher. However, I would also add that gold may be due for some profit taking. It's up almost 10% year to date. So some investors may want to lock in their profits, especially with the earnings season right around the corner. If the earnings reports come in strong, the dollar could find strength, and that would put downward pressure on gold. Of course, we will have a more detailed discussion about the precious metals market outlook in our upcoming webinar next week. Make sure that you register. The link is provided below. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and consider sharing it. Subscribe to my channels. Would love to have you back for my next one. And if you enjoy reading, find me on a newsletter platform where, among other types of content, you will find a weekly newsletter with the key events and economic data that will help you stay up to date on the most important news. And I will see you in my new one tomorrow. Bye for now.